Welcome to another episode of Meaningful Math with Mrs. Hayden. Today we're going to discuss prime factorization. That sounds like a big word, but what it means is that we want to get this number down to only the prime numbers that go to it that are multiplied times each other. So let's take 48. The easiest way to figure out one of the factors of 48 would be to figure out that it is an even number. Even numbers are divisible by 2. So I started there. I know that 2 times 24, because 2 can go into 4 2 times, 2 can go into 8 4 times. So 2 times 24 gives me 48. 2 is prime because it is only factors or 1 and itself. But 24 is not. That's the reason it's still green. So I'm going to carry this 2 down to the next level. But then I'm going to divide this 24 into 2 times 12. This process will continue until we get to the bottom where all numbers are just prime. But again, remember to keep bringing the number down, and you'll see why this helps, because we want each row to equal our top number. So again, 2 times 24 is 48. If I bring this 2 down, break the 24, again, since it's even, you break that down into 2 times 12. We can see that 12 has other factors other than itself and 1. Therefore, it is not prime and is composite. We will continue the process until we have no composite numbers along our string and our row. So you come and bring the 2 down again. Remember that was prime, so we bring it down. But now we're going to divide this 12 into 2 times 6. So again, you look at your row, you can see you still have a composite number, which means you are not done. You're going to go ahead and put 2 marks there, and again, bring down your prime numbers you already had, subdivide, and multiply 2 times 3 to get 6. Now, why does that matter? Because you can use the factors in each row to figure out all factors. So let's start with the top. 1 is a given. So 1 times 48, 1 is a factor, the number itself is a factor. All numbers will have that, whether they're prime or composite. But then if you go to the next row, and you could see 2 times 24, then 2 and 24 are also factors of 48. 2 times 24 does equal 48. This is where it gets slightly more complicated. I wanted to see if this number was divisible by 3, which we can see that it is. So if you cover up the 3 and multiply 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, you get the other factor pair. Then if you keep going and you look here, and you take these 2 numbers and multiply them. 2 times 2 is 4. That's where I got that number from. Times 12. That pair equals 48. And then you can see that there is a 6 here. So what would you multiply 6 times? Well, if you cover that up, you'll see that you have 2 times 2, which is 4, times 2, which is 8. Those are all the factors to 48. And so by having these rows that equal 48, you can cover up one number and figure out the other partner to that. Or you could use these 2 numbers and multiply times that one, which is what we did here. This will help you when you get to finding the greatest common factor of 2 numbers. Today we just did 48. But if we were trying to figure out what goes into 48 and 36, it would help to break it down into only prime numbers. You'll do more of this later, but again, a quick review. You want to take your number, you want to divide it into 2 factors, and then you want to keep doing that until there isn't a row with a composite number in it. If it's composite, it means you have to keep taking it down until the last row is all prime numbers. So this has 4 2s and then a 3 as its prime factorization. So I will meet you again when we will take this to the next level. But for now, I want you to go off and I want you to practice. So the number I want you to try is 36. So try 36 and bring that in when I see you tomorrow. Thank you and have a great day.